What's up with y'all? It's King Rip. Yeah, I wanted to also let y'all know, remind y'all, when I ended this group of little stalkers for these officers, you feel me? And how we was all in there, all the females that was being trafficked and all that other stuff, they were laughing at them in court, you feel me? They were laughing at them while I was sitting up in front of the judge, in front of the judge. And it reminded me of, like Amistad, you know what I mean? When I think it was like, give us free, you know what I mean? But I was addressing some stuff to where the judge knew this is how they were treating, our females in our community. Like, this is what was happening. Like, this is that. You know what I mean? Putting myself as an example, but they already knew. They just needed somebody innocent, you feel me, to literally not be guilty of something and actually addressing something and showing it. And they're showing it themselves. You get what I'm saying? They're like, oh. So, and mind you, they already got the brief about what happened, how it happened, everything about human trafficking that you could possibly think of. They already know, and some. Then the little foot talkers, you feel me? They was, talking to then the deputies that was behind everything with the fire department, everybody else, they were explaining it too. Especially in the light, you feel me? Like, niggas tend to, yap, you feel me, in the light when it's not in their best interest. You get what I'm saying? Because they had some dark sides or something, you feel me? So regardless, they made them, in that. They let everything go. Those officers tried to come back with, whatever. Then those females started popping up in jail. Everybody they was targeting, they tried to they popped up in jail, but all that did was now they're trapped. Those officers are trapped. Like, damn, you didn't just separate them from their kids. You also turned around, because they played on their social. They did all that. They sent bums to them. They sent idiots to try to use them for their money until they became homeless and all this, like the whole, step down program, whatever, right? So when I'm punching TVs out, I'm 2-inch punching TVs, that we having little Zoom meetings on, because during the time it was the pandemic, whatever, you feel me? So I'm in race restraints and I'm doing my thing because, I'm addressing something. And mind you, they tried to hide everybody, including them, into a mental health type of thing. You feel me? So that's why out here in California, y'all notice these idiot stalkers, these council cultures, they have the same pretense of mental. But their medicine and all their pretense don't line up with whatever they're trying to do. Do you get what I'm saying? Now, understand when y'all out there, when we out there and y'all see them trying to run to some female they was dating, or they was in a relationship with, in any kind of way, a friend or a family member, you feel me, a co-worker, and they're trying to get them fired, or they're trying to frame them like like they were one of them. Do you get what I'm saying? All they're trying to do, because they can't do it because I ended all that stuff, so all they're trying to do is try to sneak and try to pretend that they can lock you up, knowing damn well they're the only ones getting moved on for being treason. That don't have nothing to do with anything. So when I'm seeing that on the metros, when I'm seeing that up and down, and they trying to act like, oh, please don't leave us for him, type of all this other stuff, but they're also instructing, you know what I mean? Oh, do this, do that, do this, do that. You know what I mean? And they're trying to act as like, they can frame you for being a part of the group and they're the ones that's innocent, type of thing. You get what I'm saying? Because they can't lock you up. And even with that, you got to understand something. Y'all not in that position to literally get locked up. I'm not even in that position. I don't even entertain that stupid stuff. You get what I'm saying? They get locked up because, first of all, they're under an investigation. Second of all, they're treason, so they've been under the stuff. You get what I'm saying? And third of all, you got to look at the evidence. You cannot sit back and be under fire, being burnt up and all types of stuff, and you're trying to pull somebody else and fire, and you don't even know how that works in court. You don't know what they're going to ask for, because you can't just bring false allegations, period. You're giving people money by trying to even talk about it. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, when they're trying to frame you for crimes, when they're trying to do all this other stuff, realize they're just giving you money blindly because, all right, they don't like you, whoop-de-doo. So what? Do you get what I'm saying? But they're giving you money. They're giving you money, whether you have them around you or whether you already got rid of them. They're giving money because they say they're working for a badge. That badge is also illegal because he's not doing nothing legal anyway. And then on top of that, all they're doing is running or trying to play on the camera system, knowing they damn snitches, and they can't tell on nothing. They can't tattle on anybody but themselves. And then they're gonna run to a camera and pretend that they can actually lock somebody innocent up. Do you know how stupid and heinous that is? And these same individuals pretended with y'all thugs. They pretended with y'all that they was dope dealers, pimps, and all types of weird stuff. Even dope heads and drunks. Now look at them. They fiending a tail because they can't tell on nothing. They trying to play Richard Ramirez, but they cannot prey on anything. They sitting back trying to lie, and nobody's believing them. They talking about diseases that they can't pass because nobody is with them. Do you get what I'm saying? You got to understand, when it's over, it's done with. It's finished. Cancel culture is through. So for them to sit back and being officers and trying to figure out, like a few days ago, last week, the Metro staff told some underage girl, do this and do that, and this is how you're gonna get locked up. Like, why would you do that? Now she got a lawsuit against you and the department that you've been listening to, instead of doing your damn job. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, why say that they was trying to help y'all when they turned around and trying to frame y'all, hoping that they can even frame y'all? And the last thing they want anyway is for y'all to get in court, because we're headed there anyway. What do you think is going to happen? All that evidence they've been texting back and forth with the department, those mails, all that evidence they've been filmed on, all that evidence they've been playing with and trying to obstruct justice with, them trying to even act like they can frame you or lock you up. That's why I don't even entertain the even thoughts of them trying to do a damn thing. Do you get what I'm saying? Because that's obstruction of justice. That's another crime. Do you understand? So don't believe, we're trying to do this, we're trying to do that, and then they get so emotional. We're emotional, we're trying to do this, we're trying to do that. That try is a crime. They never had consent to try to do a damn thing. And why they ran behind y'all, thinking that would help them get close to somebody else, realize how I already let y'all know, and the feds already let y'all know too. Y'all had permission to be around me. Y'all wasn't filthy, y'all wasn't dirty. Y'all wasn't talking about y'all trying to pass diseases and y'all, folded like a rocking chair. Those were those males that were cancel culture. Now, they either hate our country or they love us. They need to make up their mind. Because bending over for me out of all people and then complaining, you get what I'm saying? You got to remember, those officers complaining and telling them to complain. You get what I'm saying? They're complaining about females. They forgot there's a gang of government workers that are females. You feel me? They're speaking against them too. That's how stupid and ignorant they are. Do you get what I'm saying? And then they try to play all this other stuff and these little messages and all this other stuff. Like, nigga, don't play no music for me. I don't even like you. Why are you trying to play music for me? They act like they trying to play tug of war with this here. And they're not getting that. I'm only for females. You get what I'm saying? Everything I did, our military do. So them complaining about me is complaining about our government. Them complaining about y'all is complaining about their own family members. It's not a damn game. It's not a joke. You feel me? I ignore the hell out of them, but it's not a joke. You feel me? So nah, y'all think, and they don't want y'all in court anyway, because what do you think the evidence gonna have? What do you think is gonna be on their text messages? And why the news said it, that they in their text messages, they are in their social. They're screwed already. They can't screw nobody over. They can't even tell on nobody. Come on now, just think of the lose-lose situation they're in. While they giving us everything that they've been talking about, they've been trying to keep from us.